we look at innovation, just from the work we've done, and people have different theories about this, we look at 5 things that really drive innovation. The first is a large, and I would argue, demanding group of customers. And I think the U.S., for a very long time, has been the biggest market in the world. It still is. We should recognize that, even with the growth that's going on. But there are obviously shifts going on. But having a very large, significant market is important. And it's not just for the final demand, it's the feedback that you get from those consumers and customers. The second is the deep talent pool, ensuring this is around the engineers in particular, which we would also think is important. Capital. The fourth is infrastructure. And I would actually include in this digital infrastructure, but also infrastructure such as the roads, the railways, and so forth. Those are actually quite important as well. And I think the fifth element, and I don't know how to describe this, there's a sense of there's a culture, magic, entrepreneurial way, and there's something I know that Klaus and I've worked on. Russia, for example, is very interested in many countries in importing the Silicon Valley to their country. And many of those don't work because they can put all the other ingredients in place, but then there's this one element that's not there that's quite difficult to deal with, and I think we shouldn't forget that. So those are the 5 pieces. What we would say, just to rattle through where we are today, is that it isn't so much about what we've done or not done, it's what the rest of the world is doing. And again, that was mentioned a bit this morning, but the pace with which other countries are moving on innovation is at a different order of magnitude than what we're seeing being done in the U.S. today. And I talk even about, I won't go through all the different 5 elements, but if you think even about the size of the markets, and we heard Jeff Immelt talk a little bit about that this morning, there will be 900 million new middle-class consumers in the next 10 years in Asia primarily. They're not U.S. middle-class consumers, but they'll have about 15 to 20% of the disposable income. That is a very significant group in which to innovate in, and that's why we're seeing a lot of multinationals do work in that area, because that's where the market is.